no fear. Because I think when you see, like my tee, it's so darn cute with all the sparkles in the V-neck, it's $20. And you're like, oh, it's gotta be terrible. No, great stuff, right? Here's the thing, it's the last or NFL goodies until Super Bowl night, right? So if you want to get your gifts for that NFL fan, do it right now. And don't even wait on some of these deals, because from now through the rest of the show, basically everything's half off. It's crazy. And this is it for the whole year. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to talk about the league. This is not the hat. This is going to be, what is this? Oh, for Michael Strahan. Oh, the hoodie. You know what? I put my card over here. All right, so we've got from Michael Strahan. He actually launched a line here at HSN. This is a FullZip hoodie. And what this all is that really expensive performance gear. It's so important to understand how awesome this stuff is. And what you're gonna see here is, again, really clean lines, totally sharp. You ever see how that man dresses? He's one of the finest dressers I've ever seen in my life. He is one sharp guy. So, of course, he would do a really streamlined, really understated, gorgeous line. Now, again, $100, we're 50% off, so here we go. I have every single team except for Washington, so I'm gonna show you a bunch of them, but I'm gonna grab Raheem. He's ready, right? We're gonna jump back to Raheem real quick. Hey, Raheem, why don't you talk about this performance fabric for us so people can understand what Michael did versus some of our other clothing?
Well, Michael Strahan, his main thing he wanted to do, he said, when I created a clothing line, I wanted it to be specific to me, to what I wear, and when I work out, what I do. And he said his main thing is he wanted to have something that he could throw on, whether he was walking down the street or whether he's on the gridiron or he wants to all of a sudden take a trip to the gym. He can pretty much be versatile anywhere he goes, because the quality, like you said, Suzanne, it's such high quality, but yet at the same time, performance-wise. So in this clothing, you actually have moisture wicking technology, and Michael Strahan is big on that. He likes the fact that, hey, I don't want to feel all the sweat. If I start to work out, I want something that's going to keep that high sweat down. I want to make sure that my body's not feeling sticky. So that's what he has going on here with all of his MSX, including with the t-shirt as well as the hoodie. And then this is also huge, the huge pockets. And y'all know about you guys, but Michael Strahan, he's a very large man, okay? I'm 6'3", but Michael Strahan's 6'6", and his hands are massive. But his hands, again, your hands will be nice and comfortable in these pockets in the front, and then also the hoodie on the back. You see the hood? Now, obviously, DQ is out there. He's doing his thing with the Browns. He has the hat on with it. But if anytime he needs to throw his hoodie on because, let's say, his ears are cold or his head is cold, he can pop up that hoodie. And also that same moisture wicking technology is also going to be on his head as well. So, again, Michael Strahan, he has outdone himself. He brought this here to HSN for the official launch here at HSN. So this is unbelievable. Take advantage of this, because we don't know, again, when he comes back next season, this will be a completely new design. I love the fact that it's understated, though, Suzanne.
I do too, yeah.
It just has the one nice hit right on the front. I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. I think this is so sharp. It's so clean. It's very much his style. I mean, if you ever see him dressed in a suit, that man is an impeccable dresser, right? And so he really brought that. He's got a really keen eye for dressing impeccably, and you can see that. It's just real slick. By the way, machine wash, tumble dry. And guys, this isn't your typical hoodie fleecy thing. This is this incredible high-end performance fabric. You know, when you go to a really expensive runner shop or you go to an athletic shop and they have that real, very expensive performance fabric, that's what Michael's used on these, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. Once again, 50% off while we've got them, and I know we're really, really busy. I'm just trying to get through the rest of the team so you guys can see your team. So we've got everybody. The only thing we're missing is going to be, of course, Washington in this. So we'll wrap up on that. Don't forget about, I would grab this, and if you can swing it, grab those sweatpants, because those athletic pants are great, and they're an exact match back to the